Ladies and gentlemen, thems and zems alike, I am Dell, and welcome back to another episode of Deck Tech, a show where I go through one of my decks and talk about the cards. I put it in my reason behind it is to kind of show off what I got and whatnot, but I've got a weird one for you today, as if none of these are actually normal. I had meant to do this probably about a month ago. I recorded it and hated it and deleted it. I don't even know if I uploaded it, but do it trying again. Take two. I've actually played this deck on stream a few times, and especially in the Praetors for Change charity event the other week. Well, time recording the other week. I don't know if I'll upload this immediately, but it's Atraxa. And no, you're all thinking, oh boy, Atraxa. I'm going to say what everyone else probably also says. It's different. And when I say it's different, you can take it at face value. This is actually different. Atraxa is everything but red, so green, white, blue, black. Flying, Vigilance, Death Touch, Lifelink. Legendary, Phyrexian Angel, Horror. I don't know why I'm reading them out of order, but that's how my brain works. They begin your instant proliferate. Keyword, proliferate. Hello. I got the super sexy etched foil, gilded, what have ya. There, I'm put it over there for now. Game of this deck is to make. Oops. I didn't even prep beforehand. These tickets. So it's a ticket and a sticker deck. Everyone's favorite. And the worst part was when they banned this in the other legacy formats, internal formats, I got scared. I'm like, oh no, I just finished this one. I can assure you, again, at face value, at my promise, and you trust me on this, it's only... Where are my stickers? I had one of every sticker, and I didn't even care, like, picking out certain ones. Oh, shoot. This is why I prep beforehand and still screw everything up. Get my little stack here. And since playing the deck, I've lost a few stickers. I'm not sure where the heck they went. But eventually I will get more. But I don't really use this end. I'm focused on this end, and name of the game is just putting abilities on my creatures, making them better. Usually Atraxa. Spoiler alert, having Atraxa in the commands is just good no matter what crap you build around it. So I'm missing a few that I will fix eventually, and I'm just going to pick, it has to be 10 random ones or 3 random ones. You have to bring 10, no repeats, that's cheats. Before each game begins, pick 3 random. I'd rather just do it. Whatever I got here, minus the few I'm missing, shuffle them up, grab 3, it doesn't matter. I'm sure there's probably 10 primo better to pick than the rest of them. I don't care. It's all about having fun. I will save my attractions for the end. I didn't even mention it, the best part. The name. It's called Attractions. The little pulp art. Attractions. Ignore the cat hair. But it's all about trying to get attractions open, making some tickets, doing some weird abilities. There is, I believe, a sticker that gives infect, so it's not really officially infect until it happens, and I'd rather not win with infect. I've actually, on stream, spoiling a little bit, refused to win the one game by proliferating somebody at 9 infect counters, because it's not my style. I really don't care. But, anyway, the deck itself is pretty much all Infinity cards, the legal ones. And but put a certain dude on top, because I won't talk about him, he's my favorite in the deck. It runs okay. I put a lot of mana ramp in here, a lot of mana fixing. What ends up happening is I'm using all that extra mana just to cast Atraxa again. Get the focus on it. Whenever I'm assuming it's a she. Whenever they get removed, whatever pronoun that they choose. But it's all about recasting her and doing some goofy stuff. There was one game where I think I had 4 or 5 copies of Atraxa out at once, which was just chef's kiss chaos that I love to experience, let alone be the one causing. But without further ado, let's go through some of the cards. I tried to get... Now this deck's not probably 100% done, because I want to get more of the want to finish foiling out the deck in that weird, like, galactic, sprinkly, glittery font, whatever it is. But this is probably my favorite card in the deck. I love a good zombie, and this is just a dumb fun card that has put in a lot of work as of late. Enters Dapt. When it dies, open an attraction. So I'm usually swinging with this goober, trying to get somebody to block. Usually giving him some of the abilities so you have to block him. And then whenever I roll a 6, I can turn him from my graveyard to the battlefield, which is pretty fun. We got Scampire. Enters battlefield, get a ticket. Then you may put a sticker on a creature card in your graveyard. Then for 3 and a black, return a creature with a sticker on the graveyard, gains haste. Exiled at the end. Beginning of the next end step, only as a sorcery. So there is some appeal to playing the free stickers, because anything time something gets stickered, you can just put one of these on for free, but you need to pay tickets to put the other ones on, and I'd rather focus on this. So I am playing a goofy deck, but I am promising everyone that I am doing more game-ending silliness than my regular old normal silliness. Shout out to my cousin Devin, who insists that I should be putting more win cons in my decks when I just want to build silliness. I mean, he has a point, but at the same time, that's not how I build decks. I want to do some goofy stuff. I want my deck to do a thing before I die. I don't care about winning. And you can see that with most of my decks, that I put game-ending lines. I'm pointing at her, but also just making that hand motion. Ways to end the game, but I really don't care. Anyway, that's Scampire. Tusk and Whiskers. You put an ability sticker on a creature, put a +1/+1 on it, and 2 a green and a white. You can get a ticket and may put a sticker on a land permanent you own. We got Complaints Clerk. Adorable little sloth thing. It's a beast. And there's battlefield, open an attraction. You roll 1, create a 1/1 white clown robot artifact creature token. Which reminds me, I gotta like dig through and actually find I open a lot of this set, and I have tokens, the official tokens somewhere that I really just need to collect. We got Carnivore. Death Touch, and there's battlefield, get ticket. Then you may sticker a permanent. And it's got I don't know if you guys can see it. Normal foil. Some of these are like the sprinkly foil, for what do you call them, the galaxies. Looks really nice, catching the relic. I have some normal foils that I'm like, good enough. Not really expensive, but just finding ones that aren't like horribly pringled. That's the challenge, and that's where I stopped. Most of the stuff is stuff I've pulled or was able to find in the wild to actually look at it. We got Blorbian Buddy. I'm drawing a blank on the name. One of my buddies dresses up as a John, and I've sent a picture of this where it's like, I'm the alien, that's them. Oh, damn. Something cosplays. Horrible names. But if you're watching, sorry I forgot your name, but I love you. Deadbeat Attendant. Open, or when it enters the battlefield, open an attraction. Prize Wall, another really cool foil, another beautiful art. This one, I can't wait to get signed. I keep forgetting to bring it whenever they don't have too much magic art. I keep forgetting where I put it whenever time. I think I've met them twice. I think I'm going to meet them again soon. I think they're coming to an event not too far away from me. Park Bleeder. Another creature you own enters the battlefield. You get a ticket. A little Soul Sister kind of action. And then 1 white and tap. You put a sticker on a creature and the battlefield this turn. Oh, I got one of my favorites too, Wicker Picker. It's got creature spells you cast have Sticker Kicker. So it's the Wicker Picker gives Sticker Kicker. Unless you're quicker, I wouldn't sticker. But for 1, you can additional 1 on the end of the battlefield. They get a ticket and you can put a sticker on them. Clandestine Chameleon. Enters the battlefield, get 2 tickets. You might put a sticker on an online permanent you control. Has all abilities of all ability stickers. Another permanent you own in my graveyard. Oh, that's the other cool thing. Stickers are made on your permanents in the command zone. Maybe it even says it on there. Yeah, cards keep their stickers on the battlefield and the graveyard and exile, even the command zone. If a card goes into your hand or library, its sticker goes back on the sheet. Stick them again if you can. Any ticket costs still apply. So the other thing I do, I'll show you at the end. I don't actually peel the stickers off. I'm actually going to get some nice sleeves for these eventually to keep them safer, but I use Infinite Tokens, which, shout out to Infinite Tokens. make it a lot easier. So I don't have to waste sticker sheets, because I think they're meant to be replaceable, stickable, but they're not very much so. Anyway, Ticketomaton. Enters a battlefield, get a ticket, and we put a sticker on the permanent. You're going to see that prevailing theme across the entire deck. As much tickets as I can. Ambassador Blurpity Blurp Blorp. Blorpity Blorp Boop. Enters battlefield, you get 3 tickets. Then you may put a sticker on not only a permanent you own. Beginning of each combat, you may have base power totals equal to the total power totals, all stickers, and all permanents you control. So again, the power toughness stickers really work out with this. I really like this art too. I was on the put the camera real quick. It's part of my backdrop that I'm gonna make it more permanent eventually when I get around to it. You know, I'm never gonna do it. Line Prancers. In his battlefield, get 2 tickets, and then you may put a power toughness sticker on a creature you control. It's more specific on this one, but still pretty good. 3 and a green. Trigger creature you control. Block star creature you... Wait. Target creature you don't control. Block star creature you control with a power toughness sticker on it, other than it if able. That's not one I really care about, but I like to... For 2 to get tickets and a sticker. Pretty good. We got Soul Swindler. Another fun thing with this deck, I have a ton of different creature types, because besides employee and performer and all that, at some point I am going to try to make some more synergy with everything. Take some of these Infinity cards out, put some better stuff in. Man, I'm gonna sneeze on camera. Tweak it a little bit, so this is like just a precursor. This is like the final deck that I was able to play last couple games without any changes. Anywho, as long as you visit an attraction this turn, Soul Swindler has indestructible, and when it enters the battlefield, open an attraction. It's pretty good. A 5/3 for 5 is not too bad, especially if you get it indestructible. Got a Seasoned Buttoneer. Some really cool foiling in the back. It looks like there's stars in the sky there. Enters the battlefield, open an attraction. Monitor. When it enters the battlefield, open an attraction. Once each turn, you may pay 1 to reroll 1 or more dice you have rolled. Which, I don't know. Is there a blue Dice Matters deck out there? Besides having the attraction stapled on the top there. It's pretty good to be able to pay that ability to re-roll anything. We got Chicken Troop. Has War 2. Everyone's favorite. Enters the battlefield, you get a ticket, and you put a sticker on a non-land permanent you own. Petting Zookeeper. Kind of sounds weird if you think about it. Petting Zookeeper, but implies that she's petting other people. I don't know. Reach, and enters battlefield, open an attraction. Most Dangerous Gamer. This is one I think everyone loves from this set. I love it too. It's really cute art. Has pretty good abilities. I have an attraction deck off of the side here that I might end up building. This is its own standalone deck in the future, so I'll be able to switch between the two. But enters the battlefield, open, or attacks, open an attraction. When you open an attraction, put a +1/+1 on it. When you claim the prize of an attraction, destroy target permanent, which I don't think any of the attractions that are legal in this format have. Let's peek in real quick, see if I can see any real quick. They all visit, they don't have prizes you can claim, which kind of a bummer, but that's what Roll Zero is for. Maybe make a little separate deck for that with actual attraction you claim prizes. So, Ride Guide. Enters battlefield, open an attraction. Hey ho, let's go. Spinneret Arachnobat. This is one I kind of thought about putting in my spider typal deck, but then I would have to use the attractions, and that would be the only thing that would have attractions. And it wouldn't really do anything for it besides just being a spider. 2/4 for 5 mana. You have to control 3 or more attractions to even do anything. It's not coming in and out of the battlefield enough. Draconian Gatebot. I guess I should be talking about some of the flavor text on these. Are pretty funny. This one being one of my favorite. Enters battlefield, choose one. You can open an attraction or destroy an attraction. You must be this tall to ride. You have 10 seconds to comply. I don't know. I think that's pretty funny. Line Cutter. Enters the battlefield, roll to visit your attractions. I need to put ETB like bounce spells like Conjurer's Closet needs to go in. I don't think I have it in here. Watch me eat my words, I actually have it in here. But that's one I definitely need to put in here. A couple other cards like that. There's that white enchantment, does pretty much the same thing. That needs to go in here. There's a lot of ETB effects, not enough bounciness. But DK, a Finder of the Lost. I like this art. The original art, the actual art for it, rather, is a lot cool. It has a really good style to it. But I kind of want to use this one more. It's got the more normal flow, but I like how the atom swirls, the proton orbits kind of foil on her. Enters battlefield with an attraction. Then she does some stuff with you roll 2, each opponent loses 1 life, gain a life. Roll 4, you may tap or untap target artifact or creature. Then in a 6, return target creature from the graveyard to your hand. Not too bad. A Discourtesy Clerk. Enters battlefield with an attraction. Make your end step if you control 3 more attractions, you draw a card and lose life. This has a lot of actual work in it, and it's pretty fun. Got a nice fun little thing in there. Myra doesn't pay the vampires a smile, but only because guests found off-putting. Quick Fixer. Deals combat damage to your player. Open attraction. Menace. Not too bad. That's good, like having that built-in menace ability with the next one with flying. It's a good creature to have out and actually put some of the stickers on to make it a bigger, beefier bopper. Glitter Flitter. There's a battlefield, get a ticket, and you may put a sticker on something. Then we get on to the normal creatures in this deck. Tecathol, Inquiry, Dominus. If you would proliferate twice instead, and you can do some nonsense to give it an indestructible counter. I don't think I've done the indestructible counter, but I would love to proliferate that just for silliness sake. I don't think I have anything to move. Excuse me. To move counters around, but I know there exists things that do that, so maybe I should add that to deck 2. Got everyone's favorite Thrumming Bird. Deals combat damage, proliferate. And then Joiner Adept and Dryad of the Elysian Grove. Both a little bit of mana fixing, like giving my lands the ability to tap for any color. And an ability to all mixed lands for basic type. But also play an additional land. So for 3 mana, it's not too bad. I think this one's gone up in price too. It's a good card. That is the creature stack. The artifacts, you'll see a running theme with most of them. It's mana ramp. We got Soul Talisman, Soul Ring, everyone's favorite, Patriarch Seal, Chromatic Lantern, again mana fixing on my lands. Lotus Petal, just to kind of pop out some extra mana. Arcane Signet's always useful. Mox Tantalite, Darksteel Ingot. Mana Prism, underutilized mana rock because it just taps for colorless, but you have to pay into it to make any color. I love the art. Again, I should have got this signed by the artist. I met them not that long ago. Kind of lost track of what cards were in what decks. Phyrexian Lens, paying a life to make some mana. Pristine Talisman, gaining life to make some mana. Vexing Puzzle Box. Not really anything super crazy that I can get with it for its final ability, but why not? Why not try for it? Get another mana rock. I'd probably get some other stuff in here too. I think I'd end up getting to 100 and forgetting what I actually have and like spending like a minute looking through everything to see what I want. But I'd probably end up getting something that gives me tickets. Sonic Screwdriver. I think one of the last cards I actually added to this deck. So I was like, oh wait, you know what? Mana rock and give something unblockable. It's always good. I should put this in more decks. Got a rad Felwar Stone, signed by the artist, Randy Gallegos. I think I have another one of his arts in here too. Oh, speak of the devil. Really good to proliferate the little pedal counter. You sign right over it. Pedal counter. Mana rock that gives me also tickets. Again, I have some normal foils, some sparkly ones. Now, Clown Car. It's a card I want to put in every deck. It just has a really dumb ability that I just adore, and no one expects it. It runs on laughing gas. But put this in here because with the +1/+1 counters and everything. Millennium Counter, everybody's favorite. It's probably going to get cut because I have a couple other decks that can do this line of defeat. But at the same time, proliferate counters. Come on, I'm going to put that on there. And then, of course, got to give my girl Atraxa some shoes. I should put more hexproof stuff in here like Swiftfoot boots, but haven't gotten around to it. The shroud is probably not as good as hexproof because then I can't target it either, but sometimes I gotta make it a little harder for me to play, make my opponents have for more fun. We got Broker's Ascendancy, again with that sick embossed gold killer art. Put a +1/+1 on each creature I control, loyalty on each planeswalker. No planeswalkers, but +1s are good. As Foretold, fun little target for proliferation. Got this really cool foil. Vaguely remember this episode, but I don't remember her being as integral character in the show to have her own card, but it's pretty neat. Talk about knocking 4 times, baby. Done for the day. If you control an employee, performer, or a robot, you get a ticket. Control all 3, you may put a sticker on an online permanent you own. Again, with the typo kind of synergy, it's probably the closest I have right now. Inexorable Tide, with a weird, like, imperfection in the foiling. Probably not making it worth much, but, of course, proliferating. And Smothering Tide, everybody's favorite. Need that mana. Give me some treasures, please, and thank you. Then on to the instant sorceries. There's a few that I really wanted to add that have the little acorn, so I couldn't. But we have Step Right Up, open 2 attractions. Command Performance, open an attraction, roll 2 attractions, get 2 tickets, or put a sticker on, or choose 2 of those. Pretty good art, pretty good ability. Coming attraction, and yeah, Farseek's the last one. Getting a basin land, tapped, opening an attraction, and searching for pretty much everything but a forest. Ignore the fact it says mountain. It does not affect me with this deck. Now, excuse me. I've like been about to sneeze for like the last like 10 so minutes. It's just floating there. Anyway, onto the lands. The first couple I put in here are the every color, pretty much every color. Opponent controls that I control, and then commander colors. Pretty easy. Pretty easy includes this kind of deck. But the next few are going to be, I guess I should actually say what they're called. Exotic Orchard, Reflecting Pool, and Command Tower. Really sweet art. This is one of my favorite artists. This artist is local to me, and I haven't seen him in a while. It's a shame because I got a bunch of stuff that I want him to sign, but I really like that tower art. And back in my day, this card was like, I don't know, $8, $5, $6 maybe. Now it's bulk rare, and I love that. Make those cards as cheap as possible, make them available to everybody, right? Anywho, next batch of lands are lands that can be proliferated, that have mana abilities. Not going to focus too much on them, but Viv Meadow comes in with 2 charge counters, can proliferate. Let's move these over here. I'm going to knock everything over. Gemstone Mine comes into play with 3 mining counters. Again, proliferate nose up. A charge counter for that. Just one. I thought it came with more. But I do like that it has the tap enable. This one you have to sacrifice. Makes it a little more fair. Storage counters, charge counters, charge counters, charge counters, storage counters, charge counter, storage counter. So kind of showing off the names a little bit in case anyone needs a little reference point. Getting them in, getting some, at least one on there to get proliferate and turn. They do a lot of work in this deck, especially the charge counters, just any combination of mana. When I'm not able to do much early game, just putting storage counter, I get Atraxa, and I'm proliferating enough and often enough that it just keeps holding its own value, which is always something you want to do. Karn's Bastion, again, paying for it to proliferate. We have the 6 in-color fetch lands, because I did not put shock lands in it, as you'll see. I put all the comes in tapped. I don't know what this cycle is called, from Dominaria United, and then also the snow-covered ones, because I really like the frame and art style on these. Just be able to fetch for them. A little bit of a budget, you know, the fetch lands are a little bit up there, but instead of putting all the shock lands in here, I don't know, felt more fair to me too. But I do have 3 triumphs. I have to apologize here where I got Raffine's Tower, and I always forget what these 2 are. Zengatha Triumph, and then I forget what this one's called, the green, white, black, but they have the 3 land types, and they also have cycling, which I have not used in this deck specifically, but yeah, be able to fetch those out as well. Again, that's a little bit of the budget there, and then I have these really cool, really interesting arts from Murders of Karlov Mansion, which maybe might be newer than the Doctor Who set, but the basics I had in here before were not as interesting, so I swapped them out. I'm getting better at putting basics in my decks that don't really need the basics, but I do have one card that searches for it, and I've played enough games where there's a few instances like, is it Path to Exile or Swords to Plowshare? I always forget which one gets you a basic, which one gains you life. I think Path to Exile, you get a land. Swords to Plowshares, you get life. But the one that gets you a basic, it's nice to have that in there so you can actually get some value off the removal cast on you. Anyway, that's the lands. Now, before I go through all of the attractions, go over the rules, you should have no more than one with the same name and a minimum of 10. I have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Technically 16, because when I built it, I didn't realize this one actually had an acorn. But it's gift shop, and it doesn't seem like that crazy, that crazy of a card that it shouldn't be just a normal. Oh wait, got one more over here. Fell down. 17. But when you visit, choose one that hasn't been chosen. Right up front, there's different cards, or there's different printings with different values. I just kind of bought whatever I found first. There's probably a strategy there that I'm not thinking of, but I think all of them have 6, and there's like, and this one's 2 and 3, but it might have 3 and 5, or 1 and 4, something like that. But anyway, there's no real rhyme or reason to the ones I picked, other than which ones I had, which ones I found in the wild, and then the last like 2 or 3, because I got these all full, because why not? And just kind of bought whatever I had. Anyway, this one, when you visit it, you have to roll the dice. This is your upkeep rate. Your main phase begins, and then whenever you roll on each of them, so if you roll a 6, you could visit every single one you have, but depending on what the other rolls are, you visit one or the other. So that's kind of the basic gist of what that is. But you make a balloon creature token flying, a 2/2 teddy bear creature token, 2 foods, 3 tickets, or you may put a sticker on non-land permanent. And I usually just leave it in there backwards because I put these in sleeves to keep them a little safer, so at least I have one that has all that truck on the outside. But fun thing, I realized playing this too, that these count as artifacts, so they can be targeted with destruction spells. And we had a board wipe the one game where destroy all artifacts and wiped my attractions, which kind of bummed me out. So when they're destroyed, they go to the junkyard, but I don't think there's any way to return it from the junkyard, at least in the deck I have here. But we have Haunted House. Return to a creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield, gains haste, exile at the beginning of the next end step. Swinging Ship. The first combat phase of its turn, there's an additional combat phase. Begin that combat, untap all creatures that attack this turn. Spinny Ride. Tap target creature and opponent controls. Costume Shop. You may put a sticker on a non-land permanent you own. And I love the flavor text of this one in particular. Dress up like all your favorite planeswalkers. And Oko. A little burn there, huh? Pick a Beeble. Roll a oh wait, there is a prize one. Roll a 6-sided die, put a number of luck counters on Pick a Beeble equal to the result, and create a treasure token. If there are 6 or more prize counters, Pick a Beeble, claim the prize. When you claim the prize, create 2 treasure tokens and sacrifice and open an attraction. Tunnel of Love. Choose an opponent. They choose a creature they control. They choose a creature you control. You may exile those creatures. If you do, return them to the battlefield under their owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. Otherwise, the chosen creatures fight each other. I love the flavor of it, because these are all rides, you know. We got Clown Extruder. Create a token, except for that one. Balloon Stand. You may create a creature, the 1/1 red balloon creature token, with flying, or sacrifice a balloon. If you do, target creature gets flying until end of turn. Fortune Teller. Scry 1. Storybook Ride. I think it's the most expensive one because it's probably the most interesting. I think this was before Eldraine this set came out. And it's kind of neat that it kind of references it before it even happens. But, exile top X cards your library, where X is the number of attractions you've visited this turn, including this one. You play those cards this turn. Beginning of the next end step, if any of those cards remain in exile, put them in the bottom of the library in any order. Concession stand, hey, make a food. Now serving Basri kettle corn, taco bolus, Carn dogs, Kotha the hamburger, Doven Bon Mi, Oka-Cola, frozen Tammy yogurt, and more. Hall of Mirrors. This is the one that kind of broke the game with the multiple copies of Atraxa. 2-star creature control. Each other creature you control goes a copy of that creature to a turn, except it isn't legendary if the chosen creature is legendary. So I was able to do some stuff with that one. Kitty Coaster. Creature you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. We have the normal roller coaster. Creature you control get +2/+0 until end of turn. Foam weapons kiosk. Put a +1/+1 counter creature control. That creature gains vigilance until end of turn. Merry-go-round. Creatures you control with power 2 gain horsemanship until end of turn. Pretty neat. And information booth. Draw a card. Pretty good. Pretty interesting. A lot of fun so far. And like I said, usually when I say, oh, I have a Atraxa deck, somebody gets like a bellyache and you go, oh boy. And I'm like, well, I build it different. And as you can see, I do. I believe I think I'm the only one that's built this so far. And if I'm not, oh well. Great minds think alike, but I'm pretty proud of this deck. It's done a lot of, I had a lot of fun games with it so far. I've not won with it officially. Like I said, the Praetors for Change, I pretty much stuck by my scruples and said, nah, I don't want to win with Infect. Just gonna give it a quick shuffle before I put it away. It's one thing I keep forgetting when I do these deck techs is I come back and there's every little lands are in a chunk because I didn't shuffle it good enough. But if I do a preemptive one, it should help. But anyway, it's a deck I'm pretty sure I'm going to keep forever. There's nothing crazy good in it besides a couple of the mana fixers like the listing of the Grove and some of the fetches, but nothing that worth taking this apart to make a different deck. If you get what I'm saying there. But I have a lot of fun with it. I might buy a better deck box for it because right now I can fit the deck and the attractions, and as usual I just put my commander in the side there. A little pro tip, that's why I like these deck boxes the most. But I need somewhere to keep the stickers when I sleeve them up, so I probably will have to get either custom one or just something different. But anywho, that was my deck. Hope you enjoyed. If you have any ideas for cards I should add, leave them in the comments. I'm always open to suggestions. A lot of people don't like that when they have custom decks where they don't want people, look, oh, you should put that card in. I'm always open to it. Usually this card I probably thought about and have a conversation where I'm like, well, I already thought about doing that, but blah, 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 But, yeah, if there's anything interesting that would make, especially new sets, because sometimes I don't look at all the spoilers, so I like opening the packs blindly and finding the cards as I open them, I'm rambling now. It's about time to wrap it up, so don't forget to follow, subscribe, like, comment, all that jazz. And as always, love you.